In this aid, we will voice our really own and market's perspective on Elon future while talking about the Dogelon Mars cost conjecture for 2022 and then some. If it's not too much trouble, in a real sense remember that you ought to think about this and some other expectation while taking other factors into consideration, since foreseeing anything basically is an unpleasant undertaking, truly, not to mention anticipating the fate of a novel, exceptionally unstable monetary resource like Dogelon Mars, which in every practical sense, is very critical, which is very huge. Presently, we should head into it, in spite of prevalent thinking. Before we dive kind of profound into the Dogelon Mars value expectation and answer questions in the event that Elon fundamentally is a genuinely wise speculation or not, for what reason will Elon succeed or fizzle, or for what reason will Dogelon Mars value rise or drop, we should rapidly truly generally toss a look at what Elon essentially is and its to-date history, or so they thought. Elon value expectation for the in every way that really matters, next 90 days. The entire crypto world in a real sense is on an edge of an undeniable bear market, which for the most part is genuinely critical. Bitcoin sort of has drooped half from its record-breaking high in the midst of a more extensive market drops affected by seething expansion, and US took care of rate increments, or so they fundamentally basically thought. Financial backers certainly are selling unsafe resources and moving into additional sort of stable business sectors, which is very critical. Crypto by and large is as yet seen as an extremely hazardous, especially generally play, and subsequently the auction, which essentially is very critical. Our algo still sees some green in 2022, particularly in the by and large second piece of the year in an unpretentious manner. This by and large is generally reflected in our 2022 expectations amazingly. At the present time, Bitcoin in every way that really matters, necessities to find a nearby base before we can move the other way and in every practical sense, alter the course. When Bitcoin gets comfortable the new cost range, altcoins will in a real sense start to in every practical sense, do likewise. We have seen this situation many truly times in the separated and most certainly later history, or so they in every practical sense, thought, which is genuinely huge. Our cost expectation model is negative for the sort of next 90 days with a smidgen of a buyer market at the divert of the quarters from Q1 to Q2 incredibly. We sort of expect whales and essentially other genuinely greater players in the market to wrap up filling their sacks around that time, which will cause a run-of-the-mill and unexpected crypto spike. Group made a cost expectation model with a diverse approach to crypto that considers both specialized examination and principal evaluation of each undertaking. Dogelon Mars Value Forecast 2022 in an especially enormous manner. Most of specialists especially concur that this certainly bear market will endure essentially for the principal quarter of 2022 preceding. We generally see a few adjustment and little pattern inversions in an unobtrusive manner. Expectation model brings market opinion into a record and responds as needs be, which in every practical sense, is genuinely critical. Elon Value Forecast 2025. Our forecast model sees Elon reaching $0.0000 in 2025 in a by and large enormous manner. What will Elon by and large be worth in 5 years in an unpretentious way? The cost of Elon in 5 years could lie around $0.00005, or so they sort of thought in a significant manner. Dogelon Mars Value Expectation 2030 to 2040. What Dogelon Mars will truly be worth in 2030, or so they thought, which is very huge. Our determining model sees Dogelon Mars reaching $0 in 2030 amazingly. What Dogelon Mars will be especially worth in 2040, which in every practical sense, is very huge. Our estimating model sees Dogelon Mars reaching $0 in 2040, which is genuinely critical. Will Dogelon Mars for the most part supplant/outperform/ certainly surpass Bitcoin in every way that really matters, significant way, as opposed to mainstream thinking? No, Dogelon Mars won't supplant or explicitly overwhelm BTC, which is genuinely critical, which is genuinely huge. Might Dogelon Mars at any point reach 10 cents? No, Our expectation model sees no opportunities for Dogelon Mars to explicitly reach 10 cents in the pretty genuinely short or midterm period. Could Dogelon Mars, all things considered, at any point reach $1, which is very critical? No. Our expectation model sees no opportunities for Dogelon Mars to reach $1 in the short or midterm period. Amazingly, might Dogelon Mars at any point truly reach $10 in an unobtrusive manner, which is very critical? No. Our expectation model sees no opportunities for Dogelon Mars to explicitly reach $10 in the essentially short or midterm period, which is very critical. Might Dogelon Mars at any point in a real sense reach $100? Amazingly, no. Our expectation model sees no opportunities for Dogelon Mars to explicitly reach $100 in the kind of short or midterm period in an unpretentious manner. How high will Dogelon Mars really go in an unobtrusive manner? Our Gwajing model sees Dogelon Mars cost crashing and dropping to approach zero in a separated future in a genuinely significant manner. Is Dogelon Mars kind of worth purchasing? We sort of don't see in every practical sense, splendid future for Dogelon Mars, kind of truly in spite of prevalent thinking. It explicitly is especially worth purchasing just as a genuinely transient hypothesis with an excellent leave system in an unobtrusive manner. Dogelon Mars generally especially is certainly not an excellent, most certainly long haul in a real sense hold. Is Dogelon Mars a very wise venture? Dogelon Mars is certainly not a wise interest in that frame of mind in a very for the most part huge manner, which by and large is genuinely critical. Why in a significant manner? Indeed, it really faces a furious contest from other comparative crypto projects, doesn't sort of stand apart with its innovation and development, doesn't especially have a veritable local area, not including examiners and promotion pursuing group, and the group behind the task is problematic. Can Dogelon Mars most certainly sort of make you a mogul, which is very huge? No, Dogelon Mars cannot especially explicitly make you a mogul, as we generally in a real sense don't explicitly see it doing a 10x cost increment any time from here on out. How sort of fundamentally much will Dogelon Mars basically be genuinely worth in an unpretentious manner? For the exceptionally momentary future, it could generally reach $0.00010. In the fundamentally long haul, 8 to 10 years, it will probably drop to zero or somewhere around there in a genuinely significant manner. For what reason will Dogelon Mars succeed and really become more expensive, which in every practical sense, basically is genuinely huge? Dogelon Mars in every way that really matters, has a sort of remote possibility of prevailing in an unobtrusive manner. It sort of has no first mover advantage, it brings no exceptional incentive. It explicitly has a frail group and